Now at 5 a.m. on WKYT this morning, we're tracking today's latest developments out of Rowan County. We'll have the details coming up this morning in a live report.
Also in Rowan County, Kentucky State Police investigating a bus crash they say hurt a child. The new information we've learned overnight in just a few minutes.
And Kentucky's needle exchange program in Lexington is set to begin today. We'll hear from the program's organizer. That's coming up in a live update this morning.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
It's Friday. Good morning and welcome into WKYT This Morning as we head into the Labor Day weekend. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith, and also the game day tomorrow.
Yeah, a lot going on. A lot of people with lots of plans. Let's see if that weather will cooperate.
Let's hope.
You know, let's check in. Meteorologist Jim Caldwell on duty. Good morning.
You know, I think most of us are going to end up fine out there. The weekend will likely include scattered showers and storms, but a lot of steam. It's pretty sticky out there this morning with temperatures running in the mid and upper 60s, and even a few folks like out in Jackson still holding on to those low 70s. So that shows you there's a lot more humidity in the air when you can stay that warm during the overnight hours. We look ahead through the day today. We likely get up to that number again, 90 degrees, with scattered showers and thunderstorms likely well into the afternoon and into the evening. So you throw in the humidity in between some of those showers and storms, and it's going to have more of a feel like 93. Maybe 94 degrees out there today. A lot of humidity out there, guys. We'll take a closer look at all of it and track it hour by hour coming up in just a few minutes.
All right. See you then. Thanks, Jim.
We're beginning today with a story that is making national headlines this morning. Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis is sitting in a jail cell after refusing to issue marriage licenses.
And now, to escape the same fate, her deputy clerks will have to begin issuing marriage licenses today when the office opens at about 8 o'clock. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is live from Rowan County this morning. We go to her now. Good morning, Hillary.
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. If everything goes according to what Judge David Bunning lined out yesterday, 5 of the 6 Rowan County deputy clerks will start issuing marriage licenses this morning. It will be the first time they have done so in more than 2 months. Now, meanwhile, as you mentioned, their boss, Clerk Kim Davis, is in jail in Carter County. Yesterday, during her contempt hearing, the federal judge told Kim Davis to issue marriage licenses or go to jail. So the Rowan County clerk chose jail. During that hearing at the federal courthouse in Ashland, Davis told Judge Bunning that issuing licenses to same-sex couples would violate her conscience. So the judge held her in contempt of court, saying he did not make the decision lightly, but that her faith was not a viable defense. All but one of Davis's deputy clerks later told the judge they will issue marriage licenses. The lone holdout was her son. Judge Bunning then offered Davis a compromise that she would be released from custody if she would not interfere with her deputies, but Davis still refused and was taken to jail. The couples who sued Davis say they will waste no time getting a marriage license in Rowan County. We, of course, will be here this morning when that office is scheduled to open at 8 o'clock and keep you updated on everything that happens here throughout the day. For now, live in Rowan County, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
All right, Hillary, thank you very much. 5:03 now on WKYT. And today, the Fayette County Health Department is starting its needle exchange program. It's Lexington's first effort to collect needles in response to the state's heroin epidemic.
Yeah, and organizers say the program is aimed at improving public health as opposed to treating heroin addiction, although some treatment options will be available. For more on the program, let's go to Michelle Chamberlain, who's at our live desk.
Good morning. Yes, the hope is to stop the spread of disease, especially hepatitis C and HIV. The program, which begins today, allows drug users to come into the health department to receive free, clean needles. The only requirement is that people must bring in dirty needles in order to receive the clean needles. The exchange program is free, confidential, and anonymous, and hopes to decrease the number of diseases spread through dirty needles. 17 counties, including Fayette County, have seen a rise in the number of HIV cases. In 2011, there were 75 to 107 in 2013, and the numbers are also high for hepatitis C cases.
The number of cases of hepatitis C in the state are the highest per capita of anywhere in the country. So the problem is growing, and now we got an opportunity with all these folks and others to try to intervene.
Dr. Leach adds that there's no evidence showing this program makes drug use problems worse. Evidence also shows that the needle exchange program in successful cities has seen a reduction in law enforcement officers being pricked by needles while on the job. The program begins today and will be available every Friday from 1:30 to 4 o'clock at the Health Department on Newtown Pike. At the live desk, Michelle Chamberlain, WKYT.
All right, thanks so much, Michelle. We are learning some new details this morning about a bus crash that injured a student in Rowan County. The crash happened last night before 10 o'clock, about 11 miles north of Moorhead. State police say 18 students and 2 adults were on the bus when it crashed. Troopers think the driver lost control after driving through heavy fog, then hit a bridge and went off the road. They say the bus was on its way back from Lewis County. State police say an ambulance rushed one child to the hospital. Emergency management there says 3 other children were taken to the hospital to be checked out. The accident is under investigation. Well, new this morning, a Lexington woman is set to appear before a court today after arson investigators say she tried to burn down an apartment. 43-year-old Bobby Woods is charged with arson. Investigators say yesterday she poured lighter fluid around the apartment next to her own on Cross Keys Road. They say she went back to her apartment and returned with a lit piece of paper. There was only a small bit of damage to the building. She's set to be arraigned today.
Investigators are still trying to figure out what caused a massive fire that destroyed a Lexington home. The fire happened just before 6 Thursday morning on Hibernia Pass in the Blackford Oaks community near Hamburg. Firefighters say a pipe carrying water failed to work, and that caused a delay in the response time. They say 1 home was destroyed, and the fire also damaged 6 other homes nearby. Firefighters say right now it is hard to tell if the homes could have been spared if the pipes had worked.
It's hard to say how much of that damage that was done to the houses around it, was it already done when we got there or not. I think it's reasonable to think that that period of time where we were out of water, we weren't able to flow water on the fire, there's probably some damage incurred, but there's no way to definitively say that.
That fire's cause still under investigation this morning. In all of that, nobody was hurt. In Hazard, another large fire is now being investigated by federal authorities. Investigators with the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms were in Hazard yesterday to determine what caused a massive fire in the middle of downtown. That fire destroyed multiple businesses in Hazard's Main Street Mall on Tuesday morning. ATF investigators are set to restart their investigation today.
A Lexington man charged with almost 3 dozen counts of voyeurism is set to be back in court. 24-year-old Ryan Smith used to be a student at UK. He was arrested last week after a 5-month investigation. Police say Smith placed a ballpoint pen with a camera hidden inside in different bathrooms. According to his arrest citation, some girls videotaped were as young as 14 years old. He's charged with 17 counts of voyeurism and 3 counts of unlawful access to a computer. He's set to have a preliminary hearing today.
Later today, the high school of a Franklin County teenager who died earlier this week is set to honor his memory. 16-year-old Bradley Kamick died Wednesday after a month-long battle with encephalitis. Kamick was a student and a soccer player at Frankfort High School. Yesterday, students at Frankfort High and Western Hills High wore blue and orange to support him. This morning, students will gather to honor his memory at Sauer Field. The student body will be spelling out BC3 on the field and will also release balloons in his memory.
Well, with just 1 day left before UK football kicks off a new season, renovations are continuing at Commonwealth Stadium. UK athletes, students, and faculty members have pitched in this week to help with finishing touches. UK says the seating areas, concession stands, and bathrooms will all be finished by tomorrow night's game. Some minor stadium details, however, will continue even after the new season starts. If you're looking for that special someone to go to Saturday's game with, maybe you could find someone tonight at BBNmeetup.com's Singles Event. 2 months ago, we told you there was a new app that connects UK fans to one another. Now, the people that created BBN Meetup are holding a real-life one. The BBN Meetup Singles Event is tonight starting at 7 at Natasha's Bistro. Tickets $30. Registration's free, but you must be on BBN Meetup to get tickets. Well, I guess since they started having things like FarmersOnly.com, it was only a matter of time for Big Blue Nation fans.
Yeah, and it gets real now that they will be meeting up. You know, no longer is it you know, you're 6'7" and a movie star.
Good luck to you.
All of that, right? Reality sets in. 5:09 is the time on WKYT this morning. We're just getting started with all the day's news.
After the break, a whale tries to steal the spotlight from an elected official.
Oh, my goodness. My profile would say golden locks of hair. Nothing up there, though. Scattered showers and thunderstorms and a lot of heat coming your way today and through the holiday weekend. We'll take a closer look coming up.